allowing manipulators to sway others for their own advantage or other purposes. But with Sigma INFJs, manipulation becomes extremely difficult, if not impossible. They have characteristics and attributes that make them very hard to manipulate. Here are the explanations. 10. The reason they are emotionally cut off from their social interactions is reason. Sigma INFJs, in contrast to other personality types, have a special ability to keep a certain amount of emotional distance while yet participating in social relationships. Their tendency to think and inclination for independence and solitude contribute to their emotional detachment. When it comes to trickery, for manipulators, emotions are frequently their main point of attack. They seek to take advantage of weaknesses and control people by using emotional manipulation techniques like guilt, fear, or flattery. However, the Sigma INFJ has a defense against such strategies because of their capacity for emotional detachment. Rather of being influenced by emotional manipulation, they may take a step back, evaluate the issue objectively, and make judgments based on reason. 9. Due to their high levels of introspection and self-awareness, Sigma INFJs develop awareness of their weaknesses and potential points of exploitation through regular self-reflection. This self-awareness acts as a barrier, making it more difficult for manipulators to take advantage of their vulnerabilities. They are able to see trends, triggers, and possible red flags, which enables them to be watchful and retain autonomy. Additionally, the introspective character of the Sigma INFJ makes it possible for them to assess their relationships with others, including potential manipulators. They are able to evaluate a person's true intentions, goals, and strategies, making it more difficult for con artists to manipulate them. Sigma INFJs are able to recognize efforts at manipulation and choose wise judgments based on their judgment and values thanks to their analytical approach and capacity for self-reflection. Sigma INFJs are able to reject outside influence, stay true to themselves, and guard against manipulation by combining high levels of self-awareness and the capacity to reflect, making it nearly hard to properly influence them. How do you continually assess your ideas, feelings, and behavior as a Sigma INFJ? 8. Because of their extraordinary capacity to read individuals with accuracy. The remarkable capacity of Sigma INFJs to accurately assess people acts as a potent deterrent to deception. Sigma INFJs have heightened intuition and a natural grasp of how others behave, enabling them to recognize subtle indications and motives that others might overlook. Sigma INFJs are adept at reading people and can ascertain each person's genuine intents and hidden motivations. They can recognize when someone is attempting to take advantage of them or deceive them thanks to their keen sense, which allows them to see manipulative techniques. They are able to pick up on discrepancies in speech, body language, and facial expressions, often signs of manipulation. Sigma INFJs can foresee manipulative methods and always be one step ahead thanks to their intuitive insight. They are able to spot through the convincing identities and charm tricks used by manipulators, making it extremely difficult for anybody to properly exploit them. 7. They have high emotional intelligence. Because of their strong emotional sensitivity, Sigma INFJs are able to identify and control their emotions. This self-awareness prohibits manipulators from successfully playing with their emotions. Sigma INFJs are able to recognize when someone is attempting to elicit a certain emotional response, and can keep their composure in such circumstances. Their comprehension of other people's emotions is another aspect of their emotional intelligence. When it comes to spotting small changes in mood, body language, and verbal signs, Sigma INFJs are exceptionally acute. They can detect attempts to alter their emotions thanks to their keen awareness, making it challenging for manipulators to use their methods to success. The capacity of the Sigma INFJ to deeply empathize with people also serves as a defense against manipulation. They are able to distinguish between sincere empathy and emotional manipulation used for one's own advantage. This discernment shields individuals against emotional manipulation and aids in the preservation of their emotional health. Does your emotional intelligence serve as a defense against such attempts as a Sigma INFJ? 6. As a result of their real and true inner compass. In their interactions and relationships, Sigma INFJs place a high value on honesty and authenticity. Individuals have a great sense of what others are being sincere and dishonest about, making it difficult for manipulators to establish fake personas or successfully fool people. Their intuition and perceptiveness allow them to see through deceptive charm or manipulators' convincing strategies. The inner compass of Sigma INFJs also influences them to make choices that are consistent with their fundamental beliefs. The goal of manipulators is frequently to blur lines or persuade others to compromise their morals. However, Sigma INFJs are unable to be readily persuaded because to their strong conviction and dedication to being true to who they are. They stick to their values, which makes it very challenging for manipulators to influence or manipulate them. 5. As a result of their firm morals and bounds, individuals are frequently the targets of manipulators who attempt to take advantage of them or persuade them to violate their morals. Sigma INFJs, on the other hand, have a strong commitment to their beliefs, making it difficult for manipulators to convince or influence them. They are not prepared to sacrifice their integrity since they are clear on what they stand for. Additionally, Sigma INFJs create and uphold strong personal boundaries. They are conscious of their limitations and do not readily yield to pressure or coercion. Blurring lines is a strategy that manipulators use to manipulate their prey. However, Sigma INFJs' resolute boundaries make it difficult for manipulators to intrude into their personal space or force them to take undesirable acts. Sigma INFJs express their autonomy and project themselves from influence by upholding strong principles and limits. They don't waver in their commitments, making it extremely difficult for anyone who might try to abuse or control them. Do your ideals as a Sigma INFJ serve as a moral compass that directs your activities and interactions with others? The fourth reason is that they are autonomous thinkers. Sigma INFJs have a special capacity for critical thought and challenge the status quo. They don't mindlessly follow social norms or expectations. Instead, they evaluate the data, take into account many viewpoints, and make their own conclusions based on their own values and ideas. This autonomous thinking serves as a defense against deceptive strategies that focus on influencing or managing the behavior of others. People who lack autonomous thought or are more prone to conformity are frequently the targets of manipulators. However, because of their propensity for autonomous thought, Sigma INFJs make it difficult for manipulators to take over their thoughts. They analyze circumstances and make judgments using their own judgment and logic. Thus, they are less likely to be swayed by incorrect information, false stories, or forceful techniques. Third, as a result of their sharp intuition. The intuition of the Sigma INFJ enables them to access a deeper plane of comprehension and awareness, making it challenging for manipulators to successfully receive or manipulate them. Sigma INFJs are exceptionally good at recognizing when things doesn't seem right. They rely on their innate instincts to help them make decisions. This keen intuition serves as a forewarning mechanism, letting them know that there could be manipulation going on. They have the ability to discern minute energy shifts, behavioral inconsistencies, and communication patterns that can point to deception. Additionally, Sigma INFJs have a strong sense of intuition. They have a lower propensity to disregard or discount their intuition, even while using convincing deceptive tactics. It is difficult for manipulators to distort or mislead them because of their steadfast faith in their intuitive understanding. Is your strong intuition a solid defensive mechanism that keeps you from falling victim to manipulative techniques as a Sigma INFJ? 2. Due to their analytical and critical thinking. The analytical thinking of the Sigma INFJ enables them to analyze difficult circumstances, assess facts impartially, and determine whether any information is shallow or deceptive. To control others, manipulators frequently give distorted or incomplete truths. However, the analytical strength of the Sigma INFJ helps them to spot contradictions, recognize logical errors, and unearth covert motives, such that manipulation is useless. Sigma INFJs are also very reflective and self-critical. People continually assess their feelings, emotions, and behavior, seeking personal development and values alignment. They are able to see their own flaws and potential points of exploitation thanks to this self-reflection. Sigma INFJs grow more resistant to manipulative strategies that target their particular weaknesses by better understanding themselves. First, because they have compassion and empathy. They are able to recognize the emotional signs and hidden motivations of manipulators, making it challenging for them to be successful in their strategies. Sigma INFJs are able to negotiate social situations with compassion while keeping vigilant against manipulation, because of their sincere concern and care for others. Empathy and compassion are qualities that Sigma INFJs also possess for themselves. Self-care and emotional health are given priority, establishing limits and being aware of their own needs. This self-awareness and self-compassion act as safeguards against exploitation, because they are less inclined to put up with or be influenced by emotional health compromising manipulative techniques. Do you, as an INFJ Sigma, actually care about the people you surround yourself with and work to have a positive influence on their lives? A Sigma INFJ is difficult to manipulate. Their ability to read people properly, emotional detachment, and self-awareness make them very resistant to manipulation. But do you have the ability to manipulate like a Sigma INFJ? When is the ideal moment to execute it?